Welcome to the Scaringi Law Lunch Break. This is your time of the day to learn a little bit about the law while you enjoy your lunch. Today we'll talk about foster parents and child custody. Most foster parents care deeply for the children under their supervision, but their rights as foster parents are still overshadowed by those who may have little or no involvement with the children on a daily basis. Sometimes knowledge is the only thing a lawyer can offer. One of our attorneys recently met with a foster parent who wanted very much to adopt a group of siblings, some of whom were previously within her foster home and under her care. Some of those children, however, were taken away from her foster care immediately after an allegation was made that they were being abused by another adult in the foster home. Children and Youth Services, which we refer to as CYS, responded quickly and appropriately investigating this accusation, but it was ultimately determined unfounded. Later, the child admitted to falsifying the accusation. Regrettably, this happens on a somewhat regular basis. However, the damage was already done, and CYS still made the determination to remove the children from this foster home as a safety precaution. Fortunately for all the siblings, they were later reunited, but sadly in a different foster home than that of the woman who cared so deeply for them. The foster mother wanted to challenge CYS's decision to remove the children from her home, and she wanted to adopt all the siblings. And this is what brought her to Scaringi Law. Regrettably, we had to inform her that the law makes clear foster parents do not have standing to challenge a court's determination of custody. Even though the foster parents have physical possession and care of the children, when children are placed into foster homes, the power of custody remains with CYS or the foster agency. By its very nature, foster parents do not develop familial bonds with their foster kids because of the very fact that the arrangement is intended to be temporary. In order for a foster parent to adopt a foster child, they're going to have an uphill battle for these reasons. Even by pleading their love for their foster children, the foster parents may not escape their temporary status. Before anyone can adopt a child, the biological parent's rights over the child must first be terminated. And this is a somewhat difficult process, as the state has a strong desire to preserve the unity of a biological family whenever possible. Even if the biological parent's rights are terminated, the foster parents will still need the consent of Children and Youth Services, the foster agency, and the court before they may begin an action in adoption. We were saddened to have to tell this former foster mother that there was nothing we could do to legally help her at this point in time. And one of the hardest aspects of being an attorney is when you have to tell a client bad news. However, we pride ourselves at Scaringi Law on being attorneys who are above all else honest with our clients. Remember, a big part of the value of hiring an attorney comes from the trust that you have in the attorney to protect your interests and to be honest with you, even if it means they have to tell you bad news, such as you don't have a legal case. Now, if you have any questions about foster care or child custody or adoption, please call Scaringi Law at 717-657-7770 and talk to one of our family law attorneys. Well, that's about all the time we have today for the Scaringi Law Lunch Break. Thanks for listening and enjoy your lunch.